besties, and welcome back to my channel. Before I go ahead and get started with this video, I want to make a quick introduction slash announcement slash I don't even know what to call it at this point. I don't know if you guys have noticed already, all my Mondays videos from about 2-3 weeks back have been titled Dash the Mom Life. I have kind of sort of started this series on my channel, and in that series I'm sharing basically anything and everything that has to do with being a mom, having a baby, having a preschooler, or having a child in general. Since I'm sort of in the thick of being a mom of 2, life is crazy, I'm back at work, I am a wife now, I feel like my world has been turned inside out. I've used a ton of products when it comes to baby stuff, and I feel like I sort of am ready to start sharing that with you guys. And so on Mondays I'm going to be sharing mommy related stuff. I honestly don't want to call it like Mommy Monday because everybody does that, and I feel like as soon as you call it Mommy Monday, it sort of restricts you to talking about all the mommy stuff and mommy being just me as a mom. But on here I want to be talking about products and postpartum, pregnancy, children, babies, all the good stuff. And so I'm calling it the mom life. Obviously there will be daddy stuff here and there because I honestly feel like dads are so excluded when it comes to parenting, and yet we are the ones who are always complaining that dads don't help and dads are just dads and they never actually experience what we experience as parents or as moms, and yet when we talk about these things we always forget the parent as in like the dad. So I want to also start incorporating dads into the series, and so Dizzy here and there will probably give me ideas. If he wants, he will come film the video, but if he doesn't, then he'll just tell me what to say. So yeah, I wanted to quickly introduce that to you guys. On Mondays I'm going to be sharing parenting related videos. Leave in the comment section down below what else you'd like to see me talk about up on this series. I'm open to suggestions. I usually talk about a whole bunch of stuff on Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, girl, please go ahead and do so, because that's where I'm going to be putting up majority of the polls to sort of get ideas on videos and all of that fun stuff. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable with this series, but it is going to be more sort of like directed towards parents, but also even if you don't have kids, you might be an aunt, you might be somebody's godmother, somebody's godfather, and these videos might be actually helpful for you too. This is like an all-inclusive kind of environment. Everybody's welcome, unless you're a perv and you just, yeah, a hater. Each time I make a memory, then I'll try to make it with you. I swear, ever since I said I'm gonna be using cloth nappies like cold turkey with peanut, I've had comments and DMs every other day about why I chose to use cloth nappies and what are the benefits and why not use disposables and all of those kind of questions. To be honest with you guys, it all boils down to money. I love being a parent, I love being a mom, however I do not like the spending that has to come with it. Nappies are a lot expensive than they used to be back then. I looked at cloth nappy pricings and I looked at disposable nappy pricings, and I was like, you know what, using cloth nappies is gonna be budget friendly in the long run. Yes, when you look at it, when you think about it before you are into the thick of it, you think cloth nappies is actually an inconvenience because you have to change it every other hour and it's gonna take too much of your time and all of that stuff. But to be honest, once you're in it, you realize it's actually just like using disposables, except you get to wash them and keep all your money. That's why I decided to go cloth nappies. I sort of kind of made that decision on my own before I talked to Dizzy about it, and even when I did talk to him about it, I honestly don't think he got it at the time, because it was like almost 6 years ago with Cable Bunny, and cloth nappies were fairly new here in SA, and I also wasn't quite sure what I was doing. But now I sort of have more information about it. I've learned from my mistakes and I sort of have got it right. It probably doesn't make sense to you right now, but let me try and make it make sense for you. Think about it this way. A pack of disposable nappies, I'm gonna look at it at a size 3 because I don't have the newborns pricing right now, but pretty much follow the same logic. Size 3 Pampers or Huggies nappies right now, they sell for about 230 rand, and in that pack you get about 76 nappies. Babies typically go through about 4 or 5 nappies a day, but just to be safe and just to have it make sense to you, I'm gonna say 4. So if you have 76 in a pack, divide that by 4, you will basically get about 19 days use out of those nappies, and 4 being like a minimum. So 230 bucks takes you through 19 days, and then you have to obviously buy more. Over 3 months you will have spent about 230 bucks per 76 pack, multiply by 3, that is 690 only in nappies. And this is just looking at like that pack of 76 size 3 nappies. And then you look at cloth nappies. When it comes to cloth nappies, you essentially have to spend about 1,800 once off, and this is to get you about 10 packs with 2 inserts each, and that you can use literally from birth all the way to potty training. And 10 nappies is enough. You will have to wash probably one every 2 days, like you skip one day and then you wash, which honestly is the recommended time to keep dirty cloth nappies. So again, not an inconvenience. In hindsight, when you look at it, you will probably spend over 1,000 or about 1,000 by the time your baby is like 6 months old just on nappies. If your child is in daycare, that is a whole other story. Your nappies will probably not even take you to 19 days. So that's basically how I looked at it. I just looked at the money value of it and how much I get off of that money and how long it's gonna take me. And I realized that using disposable nappies is more expensive in the long run than it is to use cloth nappies. And that's how I made the decision. Of course, you get the added benefits of being environmentally friendly, and they look mega cute, and they give your baby booty for days, which makes the baby look mega cute in clothing, which is super amazing. But there's many other things. If you're interested in using cloth nappies, go ahead and do your research. Honestly, I cannot sit here and try and convince you to use cloth nappies. I can only tell you about why I'm using them and how we're using them and all of that fun stuff. The choice and the decision ultimately lies with you. That's basically it. I wanted to answer that question in video format because trying to explain to people, I feel like it doesn't make sense on text, and I hope it makes sense now. The whole reason why I use cloth nappies is because I wanted to save money, and we have been able to save a crap ton. I am still trying to find a way though to save on baby wipes because those things are hella expensive after a while. I hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and until then, we'll catch you besties on another video. Bye besties.
Tonight we're running on the right track.